this time we'll be taking a look at something pretty special. Today we're going to be taking a look at the AEW Unmatched Series 1 LJN style Cody Rhodes. Yes, I'm very excited for this one because, as you guys know, I love retro figures, and I do have a soft spot for the original LJN figures from back in the day. I have a couple of them myself, and I thought it was cool how Jack Specific did that with the Classic Superstars figures. They had some LJN figures, so I think it's pretty freaking cool for Jazzwares and AEW to bring LJN style figures into their figure line. So I think it's actually pretty cool. But before we take a look at the figure, as we always do, let's take a look at the packaging first, because this packaging is very unique, it's very different, and I love the way this turned out. But as you can see here, it's very reminiscent of the old school LJN figure packaging. As you see, it has the name written in red, has the audience in the background, has the very cool artwork of Cody Rhodes right there. It has the Wrestling Superstars logo, which is actually what the LJN figures were called. They were called WWF Wrestling Superstars. So that's really cool that they have that logo on there. And also what's really cool is it has the LJN logo at the bottom there, which is really neat. Number 8, Series 1, which I assume number 6 and number 7 is the Chase variants of Darby Allin and Britt Baker. Because I was confused. I was like, there's 6 figures in the series, but why does this one say number 8? So I assume number 6 and number 7 are the Chase variants. And on the side, it has the AEW logo. Picture of Cody Rhodes there. Number 8, Series 1. Then over here has an R, which you may recognize this face in the crowd. Yep, that's Jeremy Padawer. That's the one of the designers of these AEW figures. And actually, the person responsible for bringing the LJN style figures into the series. It says, this is AEW. Awesome. That's actually pretty cool. Fortunately, my box is dented up, so that's why I can't stand up well. On the back, again, very reminiscent of the LJN figures. So we have the Wrestling Superstars logo at the top here. It says the official All Elite Wrestling, which on the LJN figures it said the official World Wrestling Federation. So I thought that was pretty cool. AEW logo up there. So it's cut out and collect all the AEW Wrestling Superstars cards, which is pretty cool. It has the cutout card there. Excuse me, Wrestling Superstars, Cody Rhodes, has a picture of Cody Rhodes in the outfit, and a little bio. So that was really cool for the LJN figures back in the day, so I'm glad they brought it back here. A little bio, you can pause right there if you want to read. At the bottom here has a picture of it says free Cody Rhodes poster inside, and here is actually a picture of the poster you're getting, which is very classic. Looks just like the posters from back in the day, so that's a really nice touch. Of course, it says watch AEW Dynamite. Which, now that they're doing Rampage and they're starting to advertise a little bit more, I think they should also put Rampage on here. So it should say watch AEW Dynamite and watch AEW Rampage. So I think that would be cool if they did that on there. Anyway, so that's about it for the packaging. So let's open up the LJN Cody figure and see what I think of the figure and see how it is compared to an old school LJN figure. We'll be right back. Alright, so here we have the LJN Cody figure open up out of his packaging, and this figure is actually pretty freaking cool. Like, definitely brings you back to the old school LJN days. Very, very cool. Alright, first thing you're going to notice is that much like the LJN figures, he's a very big, solid figure. It's a very heavy figure made of, like, a very hard rubber. And he's definitely a bit heavy. This figure is very heavy. Like, I'm surprised they were actually able to do this. Because that's one of the reasons why WWE and Mattel didn't want to bring back the LJN figures. Because they're so heavy and it's going to cost a lot of money to ship them. But Jazzwares, they didn't care. I was like, these are going to sell pretty well, which so far they have. So we're going to make them, especially for the collectors. So this is actually a very cool figure. But before we get look into the detail of the figure, we're going to look at the poster that this figure came with. It has a little rubber band around here. So let me take that rubber band off. I'm going to try to do this without damaging the poster. So give me a minute. But while I do that, get a good look at the figure. Oh, there we go. I got the rubber band off. Oh, just about. There we go. Got off pretty easy. Let me just unfold it. See, and it's pretty much the poster we saw on the back of the packaging. Yeah, sorry, I can't really show it to you. It's all bent up, and it's actually pretty big. It's a decent size. But basically, it's the poster that we saw on the back of the box. That's what this poster looks like. So I'm not going to hold it in front of you, but the poster looks just like that. So that's a very nice touch, because the original LJN figures from back in the day, they actually came with posters, but people actually didn't notice that they came with them. So kids actually threw them away. So the people that played with the LJN figures back in the day, they actually threw these posters away. So that's why the posters are actually so valuable on the internet. Like if you go on eBay and try to buy a poster from the LJN figures, they're like hundreds of dollars. They're almost as valuable as the actual figures themselves, which is crazy. All right, now into Cody. Yes, the face is very over the top. It's a screaming face. Does not really look like Cody, but once again, this is supposed to be done in the style of the LJN figures from back in the 80s, and none of their head sculpts really looked like them. They really didn't. Like, very few of the head sculpts actually look like them, but I still think it's a really cool face. And he actually has the American Nightmare tattoo on his neck, which is very nice. Has the Dream tattoo on his chest there. No wrist tape here, but it does have the wrist tape on his right hand, which is very cool. Nothing on the back, but he does have the Nightmare weight belt, which is very nicely detailed. Very nice. Has the white and blue trunks with the silver outline and the symbols and everything all over him. Has the American Nightmare symbol there on his boot, which is very, very nice. Much more detail than the old school LJN figures, because the old school LJN figures, they didn't have that much detail. But this one, crazy amounts of detail. It's actually a very cool figure. Now, of course, whoops, sorry, you almost saw my display there. Sorry about that. Like I said, since this is an LJN figure and it's made of solid rubber, this figure does not move at all. And you can kind of move the arms a little bit, but you can't change his pose. So even though these figures do not move, they're still pretty freaking dope. It's really, really, really cool. I'm glad I picked this figure up. And this figure's huge. It's a lot bigger than the regular AEW figures. And to show you that, here's some comparisons with some of the other AEW figures that we've gotten so far. Here's the Series 4 Cody figure from Unrivaled Series 4. And finally, Cody from Unrivaled Series 1. So as you see, this figure is pretty huge compared to the other AEW figures. And just as a little joke to show you like how big it is compared to a tiny figure, here he is actually next to Darby Allin. Series 3 Darby Allin. I see, so it's a pretty big figure. Which is, and that's good. It's very accurate, because the LJN figures were huge. So I go, once again, these figures do not move. But one thing that is actually a great part about these figures is that they actually stand up. The LJN figures from back in the day, they did not stand up at all. Even though Series 1 came with stands, like very few of them had display stands from Series 1, they still didn't stand up. Even with the stands, they did not stand up. But here they managed to find a way to balance the weight of the figure, so it stands up just fine. So it's a very nice display piece. Like, I have no problem standing this figure up at all. So for you LJN collectors, this is a great piece to add to your collection, and you should not have any problem standing him up at all. So, very cool figure. Very cool figure. Like I said, overall, I'd say this is a pretty dope figure. Very cool that they're bringing back the LJN style figures. I cannot wait to see more of these. Jeremy Bedauer, one of the designers of the figures, actually said there is going to be more LJN style figures in the line. So I cannot wait to see who else they make. What I really can't wait for is the next one they're doing, which the next LJN style figure they're doing is going to be in Series 3, which is Darby Allin. Which, as you guys know, Darby Allin's my favorite AEW superstar. And when they showed the prototype, I was like, wow, that figure looks freaking dope. I cannot wait for that. So I cannot wait to see how that figure is. So like I said, the LJN Cody, great figure. I would say if you like retro stuff like I do, I would say pick this figure up. I think it's a very great buy. It's well worth the money. A very cool display piece and a very nice throwback for you people who grew up with the LJN figures, or people like me who were not even born when they came out, but really loves to see retro figures and see how far wrestling figures have come. Like how cool is that? Like from the 80s, we went from this, like a hard rubber figure, to nowadays in 2021, we got this super articulated, detailed figure. So it's great to see how far they've come. So like I said, I'm very happy to have this. So say for LJN fans and retro figure fans, this is a must-have figure. Definitely pick this figure up if you can. I highly recommend it. Anyways, that's really about it. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to pick up your official Coworker merch on my store on bonfire.com. Link is down below. Also, check out last week's review, which was the Unmatched Series 1 Darby Allin. So check that out if you have not seen it. And also stay tuned for more reviews. I upload new reviews just about every single Saturday right here on this channel. So be sure to smash that subscribe button and smash that notification bell so you never miss a single upload. So stay tuned for more figure reviews. And that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week. Take care, everybody.